Your hands are shaking. Your legs won't hold you. Every breath feels like lifting concrete. You've just stepped off the spacecraft after 2 years away. But this isn't supposed to be home, because home is crushing you. Earth's gravity, the same force that held you your entire life, is now your prison warden. Your bones are crumbling under their own weight. Your heart is screaming. And in this moment, you realize the terrible truth. You can never go back to Earth. Not because you don't want to, but because Earth will literally kill you now. That's the moment we'll come back to at the end of this video. And when you hear the full story, you'll understand why the first colonists on Mars aren't explorers. They're exiles. Permanent ones. But before we get there, quick question. Where are you watching this from right now? Drop your country or city in the comments. I'm genuinely curious how far this story is reaching. Now, here's what nobody tells you about Mars missions. Everyone focuses on the rocket launches, the technology, the red planet colonies. But there's something happening inside the human body during these missions that changes everything. Something irreversible. Something that turns a 3-year mission into a lifetime sentence. And it starts the moment you leave Earth's atmosphere. Let me take you through exactly what happens, step by step, because by the end, you'll see why going to Mars isn't just a journey, it's a transformation you can't undo. The mission starts with celebration. Launch day. Cameras everywhere. Humanity's next giant leap. You're strapped in, adrenaline pumping, ready to make history. And then, 6 hours later, when the excitement fades and you're floating in the darkness of space, that's when your body starts its slow betrayal. Week 1 feels magical. No gravity means no effort. You push off walls, you float, you laugh at how easy everything is. But your body isn't laughing. It's panicking. Because every system in your body was built for one thing: Earth's gravity pulling you down every single second of every single day. And now, that force is gone. The first thing that happens is invisible: your blood. Right now, as you're watching this, gravity is pulling blood down toward your legs. Your heart compensates by pumping harder to get it back up to your brain. It's a constant battle your body fights without you even knowing. But in space, that battle ends. The blood rushes upward. Your face swells. Fluid builds up behind your eyes, pressing on your optic nerves. Astronauts start getting headaches. Their vision blurs. Some develop permanent damage we still can't fully explain. But that's just the warm-up. By week 3, your muscles have figured out they're not needed anymore. Why stay strong when there's nothing to lift, no weight to carry, no gravity to fight against? Your legs, especially, the ones that have held you up your entire life, they start dissolving. Not dramatically, just a little bit every single day. Even with 2 hours of intense exercise daily, astronauts lose up to 20% of their muscle mass in just a few months. Imagine working out for 2 hours every day and still watching your body waste away. But here's where it gets darker. Your bones. Your skeleton isn't just structure, it's a living system, constantly breaking down and rebuilding itself. On Earth, every step you take sends signals to your bones that they need to stay strong. The impact, the weight, the constant pressure. Your bones respond by absorbing calcium and reinforcing themselves. But in microgravity, those signals stop. Your body looks at your thick, heavy bones and thinks, why are we wasting resources on this? So it starts mining them, pulling calcium out, recycling the material. In 6 months in space, you lose about 1 to 2% of your bone density. That might not sound like much, but here's the comparison. An elderly person with osteoporosis loses about 1% per year. You're aging your skeleton 10 times faster in space. Your spine stretches. Your vertebrae spread apart without gravity compressing them. You grow taller, sometimes by 2 inches. Sounds cool, right? Except it comes with excruciating back pain, nerve problems, and a spine that doesn't quite fit together correctly anymore. And this is all happening during the 9-month journey to Mars. You haven't even landed yet. Then you arrive. You plant the flag, you take your first steps, you look at the red landscape stretching forever in every direction. This is it, the new world. Except Mars isn't trying to help you, it's reshaping you. Martian gravity is 38% of Earth's. If you weigh 150 pounds on Earth, you feel like 57 pounds on Mars. At first, this feels incredible. You can jump higher, move easier, lift things that would have been impossible back home. You feel superhuman. But your body reads this situation very differently. Your body is adaptive, brilliant, really. It looks at this new environment and says, okay, we don't need to be built for Earth anymore, let's optimize for Mars. And that's exactly what it does. Month by month, year by year, you become Martian. Your heart, which was built to pump blood against Earth's full gravity, starts downsizing. It becomes more efficient for Mars, but weaker for Earth. Your cardiovascular system recalibrates. Your bones continue losing density because even Mars's weak gravity isn't enough to signal them to stay strong. They become lighter, more fragile, perfectly designed for a 38% gravity world. Your muscles stabilize at a new baseline, just enough to handle daily life on Mars, walking, working, lifting, but nowhere near what they were. Your balance system, controlled by your inner ear, completely rewires itself. It learns a new normal. And here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. This isn't damage. This is adaptation, evolution happening in real time. Your body isn't broken. It's perfectly functional. For Mars. After 2 years on Mars, you're no longer fully human in the Earth sense. You're something else. A hybrid, a Martian-born body wearing an Earthling's memories. And that's when some people start thinking about going home. Maybe the mission is complete. Maybe there's a family emergency. Maybe you just miss blue skies and rain and trees and the feeling of wind that isn't toxic. So you board the return spacecraft, ready for the 9-month journey back, ready to hug the people you love, walk the streets you grew up on, feel real gravity again. That's when everything falls apart. The return journey is 9 months in microgravity again. Your already weakened body deteriorates further. You arrive in Earth orbit, and for a moment you feel excited. You're home. You can see the blue planet below, the clouds, the oceans, everything you've dreamed about for years. Then you start descent. Gravity returns gradually, but even at 50% you feel it, the pressure, the weight. By the time you land and they open the hatch, Earth's full gravity hits you like a collapsing building. This is the moment from the beginning. Your hands are shaking, your legs won't hold you. Every breath feels like lifting concrete. The medical team rushes in, but they expected this. What they didn't expect is how bad it is. You can't stand. Even sitting upright makes your vision tunnel. Your heart, which has been pumping blood in low-gravity environments for over 3 years, is now straining to push blood up to your brain against Earth's full force. You're on the edge of cardiac failure. They lay you down flat, start treatments. Weeks pass. Physical therapy begins. You try to walk with support. 5 steps and your femur fractures. The bone that held you up your entire life on Earth just snapped under normal weight, because it's not a normal bone anymore. It's a Martian bone, 30% less dense, structurally compromised, trying to function in an environment it was no longer built for. Months of treatment follow, experimental drugs, bone grafts, muscle stimulation, cardiovascular training, and maybe with years of intervention, you get some function back, but you'll never be the same. Some astronauts in this scenario would never walk normally again, never feel comfortable in Earth's gravity again. And here's the nightmare scenario scientists are actually discussing. What if it's not worth it? What if the physical toll of returning to Earth is so severe, so painful, so dangerous that the only logical choice is to never come back at all?
That's not science fiction. That's the real conversation happening right now among space agencies and researchers. The first Mars colonists might not be astronauts on a mission. They might be permanent settlers, exiles by biology, not by choice. Some scientists are proposing a third option, orbital stations with artificial gravity, somewhere between Mars and Earth levels. Spinning habitats where returned Mars colonists could live out their lives, never fully belonging to any planet again. Citizens of space, forever caught between worlds. Because that's the truth nobody wants to admit. The technology to get to Mars exists. The technology to keep them alive there exists. But the technology to bring them back to Earth, not just physically but biologically, to reverse years of adaptation to a different gravity, we don't have that. We might never have that. So when you hear about Mars colonization, remember this. It's not a trip. It's not an assignment. It's emigration. One way. The first people who go might be the first humans in history who can never return to the planet they were born on, not because of distance, not because of technology, but because their own bodies have become alien to Earth. The question isn't whether we can get to Mars, it's whether we're ready to accept that anyone who goes might never truly come home. So here's my question for you. If someone offered you a spot on the first Mars colony right now, everything provided, cutting-edge habitat, meaningful work, a chance to be part of history, but you knew with absolute certainty you could never return to Earth, would you go? Think about it. Really think about it. Never seeing your family again, never walking in a forest, never swimming in an ocean, never feeling rain. Your entire life, everyone you've ever known, everything familiar, gone forever. But you'd be building humanity's future on another world. Drop your answer in the comments. I genuinely want to know. Would you take the one-way ticket? And if this video made you think differently about space exploration, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're diving deep into the real science and the real consequences of humanity's future in space. Not the Hollywood version, the actual complicated, sometimes terrifying truth. Thanks for watching, and remember, the universe is vast and beautiful, but it's not designed for us. We're still, fundamentally, creatures of Earth. Maybe that's something we should never forget. See you in the next one.